I see everybody's here, so I'll call the meeting to order. Thanks, everyone. And let me switch meetings here. The first item on the agenda is to approve the minutes of our previous meeting. Is there a motion for that?
I will move to approve the minutes.
Support.
And John, are you agreed?
He looks frozen.
He looks frozen.
John, are you frozen?
There we go. I think we're back. All those in favor of approving the minutes say yes.
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 Yes, so everyone, that's unanimous. The next item on the agenda is the discussion on sidewalks or bike lanes or paths on Cottonwood. And I know we threw a lot out there, so today I want you to just answer questions you might have and get direction or things you need, because this is kind of what you asked for as a little background. And if we don't quite have the background you need, we kind of want to know and make sure you have it. And I realize we're not going to quite decide this, but I thought it'd at least be an introduction or some discussion. So any questions? It's a lot to think. Do we want to do something with this project next year? Or do you need more information or more background? I think we can vote on something probably by the end of November. So we just want to make sure all of our ducks are in a row so that you have everything you need to make that decision.
Dan, when we had done 28th Avenue, there was a need, just looking forward to potentially do that trade where we were funding some of it in exchange for some property. Is there any reason along this route for a deal like that to be struck?
It certainly could be. It would be a long-term need, of course, because they're not looking at widening that road this time. So it would be very similar, where it would be a really long-term look. But yes, that's certainly something we could do. You could require it and then agree to waive it for those who transferred right away. Okay. Going to run into several parcels that were subdivided that already gave us the right of way. So that'll be kind of different.
Okay.
But majority will be the same thing.
I'll be really honest with how much we are still quarantining at my house. I don't feel ready to make a decision and move forward on this, but I appreciate the information that we've gotten. Sure. I'd love to talk about it in more detail next month. I just feel like I need to, get the election and quarantine.
Right, and that's why I'm not pushing for any answer today, but I just want to make sure we're getting you the information you need.
I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Is that kind of the consensus here and move on to the next meeting and discuss it again?
I'll just, two quick things. I think we have there is a bike path running down a lot of Cottonwood, but before we get to Bauer, it does convert down to a sidewalk. Is that right? I believe there's a sidewalk maybe from the church, at least the church to Bauer. It goes down from a bike path to a sidewalk.
Right, it goes there. Then the bike path goes up 10th Avenue.
Yes.
And so the bike path goes up 10th and around into Taylor. So there is a nice path over there. So there is a nice path for the whole community that's under construction. So I don't know that we would need, anything wide like that, certainly. It's just whether you need a sidewalk or you want something along the road.
And then historically, if we just look at the option, notify residents of options to petition, do you have a feel for this neighborhood, or how often do they come through with that petition?
We have, the only time we've successfully had a petition is when we offered to pay a portion when they were mandated to do it. And they could come in with a petition and we would offer to pay a percentage if they did and build it as one project.
So if we did notify them of that, that probably wouldn't get any traction.
Well, if you notified them without the requirement of them having to do it, probably wouldn't. If you first obligated them to do it and then said as an alternative, if the residents signed a petition, then the township would do it and pay half and bill them over 5 years, I think that would be popular, or pay 25% or pay whatever percentage. And that's what we did on 8th Avenue. We paid a percentage. I think it was 25. I can't remember because it's been 10 years, but we paid a percentage, and then the residents did file a petition to save that money and have it be done as one project. That way it wasn't a separate contractors, and it was done as one project. So that did work on 8th Avenue. and we cover a portion of the cost. But on 28th, as you know, we just did more recently, we didn't do that. We did it a little differently.
Mhm. I like either option, but, you know, I think, like Becky said, if you know, if there's no need to jump on it, then there's no need to jump on it today, so.
Okay. So is that the consensus? We'll move on if you don't need anything else.
I don't think I need anything else, just a little bit more time.
Okay, perfect. And then I know there's letters and correspondence, if you have any comments on that. It's just an email looking for sidewalks. And I know, you know, it's hard when someone's looking for sidewalks in front of someone else's house. Just make so. And so if there's nothing there, the public comment, and let me look, we have one person and it's Michael. So I'm assuming we're all set there. Is there any other business you'd like to discuss?
Motion to adjourn.
Or
John, are you in favor?
Yes, I am.
Okay, the meeting's adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you.
thanks, Dan.
See everyone
Thank
again.
you, guys.
Thanks.